reaction rate is given by In K is equal to In K into alpha minus NZA ZA E square I upon alpha divided by RTR square, where K is the observed reaction rate in a solvent of dielectric constant. Then K alpha is equal to alpha is the reaction rate constant in a solvent of infinite dielectric constant, and N is the Avogadro's number, and Za and Zb are the charges on the two ionic species, and E is the unit of electric charge, and mu is the dielectric constant of the solution. According to the above equation, reactions involving ions of oppositely charges are accelerated by solvents of low dielectric constant. For example, the rate of H plus ions catalyzed hydrolysis of sulfates esters is much greater in low dielectric solvents such as methylene chloride than in water. On the other hand, in reaction involving similarly charged species, in the rate of reaction is accelerated on increasing the dielectric constant of the solvent. The reaction between natural molecules which produce a highly polar transition state are also enhanced by high electric constant solvents. Then the sixth is catalysis. A catalyst is defined as a substance which increase or decrease the rate of a reaction without itself being altered chemically. A catalyst does not alter the equilibrium of a reversible reaction but speeds up the reaction so that the equilibrium is attained in a shorter time. Then next we see the causes of instability of the drug. The first cause is hydrolysis. The hydrolysis means splitting by water. The active drugs undergoes decomposition reaction with solvent water. Solvent act as nucleophile, attack on nucleophile center in drug molecules mostly encountered in a pharmaceutical involving labile carbonyl compound. Some functional groups subject to hydrolysis. The drug type is ester. The examples are aspirin, dexamethasone, sodium phosphate, and nitroglycerin. And the second is lactones. The examples are pilocarpine and spironolactone. And the third type is amides. The examples are procanamide and chloramphenicol. And the fourth is lactams. The examples are penicillins and cephalosporins. And the second drug type is imides. The examples is glutamide or glutamide. And last is malonic ureas. The examples are barbiturates. Barbiturates are the examples of malonic ureas. Then second is dehydration. That means the elimination of water molecules from the structure of drug. Force for this type of degradation is formulation of double bond that can be participate in electronic resonance with neighboring functional groups. This changes crystalline structure of drug and hence affect bioavailability. These changes crystalline structure of drug and hence affect bioavailability. For examples, tetracycline, prostaglandins, erythromycin, theophylline, trihydrate. And the third one is oxidation. The reaction with atmospheric oxidation is known as autooxidation. Technically, it is known as a loss of electron. Mechanism of oxidation is complex, involving multiple pathways for initiation and propagation of reaction involving removal of an electropositive atom, radical or electron, conversely addition of electronegative moiety. Oxidation reactions are catalyzed by acids and bases, initiated by trace amount of impurities such as metal ions, hydroperoxides, light, etc. For example, Ferric ion enhances the degradation of procaterol. Copper ion increases the rate of vitamin C degradation by a factor of 10. Then next we see the some functional groups subject to autooxidation. The drug type is catechols. The examples is epinephrine, and second is ethers. The examples is diethyl ether. The third one is thiols. The examples is dimercaprol, that means BAL. The fourth is drug type is thioethers. The examples is chlorpromazine, and the fifth drug type is carboxylic acids, and the examples is fatty acids. Then next we see the photolysis, degradation by light, that means chemical reaction in which degradation is caused by photons. If energy of light is sufficient to cause excitation of molecules, then degradation will occur. Molecules that contain pi or triple bond usually do absorb light compounds, such as aromatic hydrocarbons. Their heterocyclic analogues like aldehyde, ketone, etc. susceptible to photolysis. The examples of photolysis are degradation of sodium nitroprusside, and the second is sodium nitroprusside is administered by intravenous infusion for the management of acute hypertension. If the solution is protected from light, it is stable for at least 1 year, and if it is exposed to normal room light, it has a shelf life of only 4 hours. Then next we see the isomerization, partially convergence of one enantiomer to another. Since different isomers have different activities, such as conversion from one form to another may be regarded as a form of degradation resulting in a serious loss of therapeutic activity. For example, there is applicable loss of activity of adrenaline solution at low pH due to the conversion of its therapeutically active levorotatory form to less active dextrorotatory form. The process often known as racemization. The epinephrine also shows acid catalyzed racemization with loss of therapeutic activity. Other examples of such conversions include epimerization of tetracycline in acidic condition to form less active epitetracycline, base catalyzed epimerization of pilocarpine, and cis transisomerization of vitamin A from its therapeutically active cis isomer to less active trans isomer. Then next we see the accelerated stability analysis. Accelerated stability analysis is designed to predict stability and hence shelf life of formulations under normal recommended storage conditions by carrying out the study under accelerated conditions of temperature, moisture and light. Then next we see the objective of accelerated stability analysis. The first objective is to serve as a rapid means of selecting the best formulation from amongst a series of similar formulations of the products, and the second objective is to predict the shelf life of the product, which is the time period for which the product will remain satisfactory under formula or recommended storage conditions, and third objective is to serve as a rapid means of quality control. The common high stress during stability testings are temperature, humidity and light. Then next we see the limitations of accelerated stability analysis. The first limitation is stability prediction based on Arrhenius equation are valid only when the activation energy for the thermal decomposition lies within the range of 10 to 30 kcal per mole. The certain reactions which usually do not take place under normal conditions of storage may take place under accelerated or high stress conditions, and hence actual information may not be obtained. The third limitation is the order of reaction may be different in real and accelerated conditions. Reaction rate is given